What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. There's a lot to unpack in today's video, and I want to try and keep this under 10 minutes. Hopefully, I know my videos tend to run very long, and I want to try and get better at compacting those videos into smaller segments. So with that being said, let's get right into it. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what this video is about. If you're not here because of my Instagram updates, you're probably here because of the title. The title here is probably something along the lines of how I got my first web development job in 30 days. This title is kind of full of a half-truth. I did get my first web development job in 30 days. However, not really. And I'll explain. If you followed my channel for any amount of time now, you probably know already that my development journey actually goes back pretty far. All the way from self-teaching for roughly a year, all the way through my time at Hack Reactor, which ended back in September. Now, the title of this video actually comes into play during my time after Hack Reactor. I graduated Hack Reactor on September 25th of 2020, and I accepted a job offer exactly 31 days after I completed Hack Reactor, which I'm incredibly excited about, and the new position I'll be starting next Monday. So while my journey itself actually spans greater than the course of a year, year and a half, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to actually determine as my starting point, the actual time that it took me while actively job searching to find a job took me 1 month. So what I really want to talk about is some of the tips and the processes that I used during my job search to make my job search more effective and increase my chances of getting interviews. The first thing that I want to point out is my application funnel. I applied to a lot of places during the short period of time that I was actually on my job search. I sent out a total of 47 applications, 21 of which resulted in rejection emails or places. There's a bunch of places I never even heard back from, but 21 of them actually got back to me and gave me an outright rejection. 6 of those turned into phone screens, and 4 of them turned into interviews. I'm not counting multi-stage interviews. There were companies that I did multi-stage interviews for, but ultimately I ended up interviewing at 2 different companies. I had 2 other technical interviews lined up. They were not completed because I accepted an offer. Of the 2 places that I did interview, one of them I did 3 stages of technical interviews and they ghosted me after a couple weeks. The other company made me an offer which I accepted. So out of 47 applications, and when I say 47 applications, these are applications that I went like all in on. I'm not talking about one-click applications and things like that. So my actual number is higher than 47 if you count one-click applications, but I didn't track those. So 47 applications, 1 offer. A lot of people's statistics when it comes to this application funnel will vary, but from what I understand, this is actually pretty close to what could be considered average as far as how the numbers funnel down to receiving an offer. Now, the most important thing in my entire job search that led to me getting more invitations to interviews than anything else was outreach. Almost every time that I sent out an application, especially if I was interested in that company, I would send out my application and then I would draft up either an email or a message on LinkedIn to a recruiter at that company, and I would reach out to them. Occasionally I would do this and reach out to engineers that currently work there as well, requesting informational interviews, asking, hey, can I get 30 minutes of your time? Can we have a talk? I'd like to know more about what it's like to work at the company you do. And I had a couple of those as well. One of those led to another connection that led to a referral for an application at another company. The power of that network cannot be understated. When you reach out to people, more times than not, they're willing to help you. They've been in your shoes and they've been reaching out to people too. And you know, that goes a long way. It shows that you're taking initiative, and it's really not that hard to do. It takes a couple extra minutes of your time and it greatly increases your chances of your application getting seen. So step 1, fill out an application. Step 2, look up the company on LinkedIn. Go to people, search for keywords like recruiter, technical people, HR, whatever they happen to title those individuals as at their company. Find that person, and then there's the option of sending LinkedIn InMail, or you can use tools like hunter.io, and you can find patterns for company email addresses, and then you can send them an email directly to their company email. I've done this several times as well. I'm telling you guys, it works. Most of the interviews that I got, if not all of them, came from me taking the initiative to reach out to somebody at that company. I got invited to interview at places where the application had well over 100 applicants, and I'm 95+% positive that I got the invitation to those interviews because I took that initiative to reach out. So if you do this kind of outreach, I can almost guarantee you that your chances of getting an interview will dramatically rise. You will start to see people reach back out to you. You will start to get interview invitations, and those numbers will rise. I'm telling you, it works. I've done it. Well, I guess I can't completely promise that because, you know, I'm not in control of what companies do, but based on my own personal experience, I can tell you that my chances greatly increased by doing all this outreach. Another thing that can help you, at least a little bit, if not a lot, depending on who is on the receiving end, is thank you emails. Once you start getting those interview opportunities and you conduct those interviews, make sure that you send a thank you email to everyone that you interviewed with following that interview. It seems like a little thing, but companies do appreciate it, especially the people that you interview with. Now, the other side of things that's kind of out of your control is just the luck factor. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, there was probably a ton of luck involved in me receiving a position so quickly following my time at Hack Reactor. There's just no getting around that. There had to have been, you know, luck involved. There's people that I've seen that, you know, graduated, you know, 6 months ago on LinkedIn, and they're still looking for jobs. They don't live in the same area as me, but they haven't been so fortunate in their job search. And I can't say that, you know, that has anything to do with the way that they've conducted their job search. Maybe they were, you know, going even harder than I was on the job search for much longer, and luck just hasn't been on their side. And it happens, it really does. There's so much luck involved in getting your first position in this industry. The only thing you can do is put in as much effort as you can, use the tools that are available to you, and connect with people. Networking goes so far in this field, and where effort can't take you, luck will. So best of luck to everybody out there on the job search. I'm super excited to finally be starting my time in this industry starting next week, and look forward to some more incredible content coming out from my channel once I start my my new job. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.